So Dave Bergen is a Canadian novelist who's published 8 novels since 1993. Dave, what's been the most rewarding of the novels that you published? Seeing come to fruition.
Well, they're kind of all like my children. That I can't really pick my favorite as far as which one. But if I had to pick my absolute favorite, it would definitely be Jurassic Park.
Okay. Wait, that's Michael Crane.
Yeah, he likes to take credit for that, but
this is Joyride. Oh. Jonah! Welcome to Mouth Stuff, the show where the term tongue-in-cheek doesn't necessarily mean that our tongues are sliding between our guests' cheeks, but instead, we use our linguistic abilities to trade strong words while drinking very strong beers. Then we just get plain mouthy. Today we're at Max Taps in Highlands Ranch with Dave Bergen, I got that,
you did?
Of Joyride Brewing Company. Dave, welcome. Are you ready to put that big, beautiful mouth to work?
Yes, absolutely. I've been waiting to have some mouth stuff happen all day.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Yes.
So, on the surface, I want to say this is one of the bag beers, but I don't think it's that bad though. You opened the brewery 4 years ago now. Joyride just celebrated its 4th anniversary, so first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It looked like you had a good time there.
Too good of a time. I got sent home, actually, if I'm being honest. So, after 4 years, what part of the brewing industry made you want to join it?
I think it was just like all of it. That you look at what everything was going on the surface is that these highly creative, highly motivated people were taking something that they loved and making an entire business out of it, and not only that, at least on the surface, having a ton of fun doing it.
Absolutely.
And so you go to a beer festival, you look at everyone behind the booth, they're high-fiving, they're having a good time, they're slinging beers with their friends, and you're like, wow, that's really, really interesting. Now you get into it and you realize how much actual fucking work there is on a day-to-day basis, and it's not just all going to beer festivals and high-fiving and slinging beers with your friends. That the reason why everyone's having such a good time doing that is because they finally get a chance to relax after the many hours of back-breaking blue collar labor that they've been doing.
Yeah.
Every single day has its challenges, but it's fun to be able to take everything and kind of dissect it down into pieces, and just cross all the things off your to-do list.
Yeah,
and just be extremely productive. And then at the end of the day, when you walk out of the brew room and go into the tap room, everybody is in there having a good time, smiling, drinking one of your creations, and you're about 15 seconds away from joining them.
So after 4 years, does it feel more like you've gone through high school or college at this point?
Oh, that's a great question. I'd say high school, because our first couple of years were more awkward than, probably our first couple of years in college. Like when you're in college, you're a little bit more confident, a little bit more sure of yourself, and you're growing into your skin a little bit. But in high school, you're like, I don't know who the heck I am. You're changing over friends, and your
Puberty's happening.
Yeah, and all that. Believe it or not, I once had flowing longer hair.
Really? I can only imagine how glorious that was. Then it just moved all down to your chin and cheeks.
It just moved down to here as the good Lord decided.
Yeah.
None for you here.
Mine moved my ass, so you're better off than me. Oh, sweet Jesus, that's not a bag beer, though.
No.
That is not a low alcohol beer. This tastes doubly an IPA.
It does. Has a little bit more malt character than I'm used to. A little bit more for this type of an IPA. A little bit more, West Coast, style. Not having as much of that. It has like a little bit of like a toasty. Oh, what's that? I know that hop.
Yeah.
I've had this beer.
Let's say now that instead of the school analogy, let's say this is actually a presidency.
Okay.
What is going to define the next 4 years of your reign of terror?
Yes. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the rooftop deck.
You would be.
that we're building right now. It's going to be a truly Colorado experience, and it's something that I don't think it's something that Front Range breweries have truly tapped into yet. You go into Lodo and there's a rooftop on everything.
Yeah.
But especially, and even in our Simone's Lake area, with the lake and the opportunity you have with downtown behind it, we haven't tapped into that either. I think we're going to be the only rooftop bar in all of Edgewater.
Yeah.
So today I am submitting the patent for Edgewater's favorite rooftop.
Oh, fuck me. Did we just drink a cider? Oh my god. Jonah, what did you put in these things? God damn.
If it's not a cider, it's pretty vinegary.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's vinegary enough to be a cider.
No, it's not actually.
Wait,
It's like a wannabe cider.
what was that stuff everybody drank freshman year? Was that
Woodchuck?
Yeah, is it woodchuck?
Oh god, I hope not. Tastes like liquid fucking bile. Alright, so this segment is called Mouthfeels.
Yes.
And we came up with that drunkenly last night.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to go through 4 essentially Rorschach tests with you, and I need you just to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this.
Okay.
I want to make sure I start with the right one so we don't go too crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna do a big reveal here.
Okay.
Shit. And what do you see?
A big droopy dog. But going in opposite ways, I guess.
Okay. That's
At first I thought I saw the Earth, but then that. So I guess.
but it's not flat, so it can't be the Earth.
No. It
But
kind
it
of.
is hollow, so it could be the hollow Earth theory.
I'm not familiar with the hollow Earth theory.
What if I turn it this way?
Butterfly?
It could be a butterfly. Still looks like a droopy dog there.
Yeah.
And what do we see here?
It's very abstract Picasso.
It is, actually,
I
yes.
feel.
Requiem for a Dream, anybody?
Yeah. Ass to ass.
Yeah.
God, I hope my mom's not gonna watch this.
I hope my mom doesn't either. Did you just pour the same beer in the cup twice?
No, that's different.
Is it?
This one has a little bit more alcohol heat to it, I feel like.
Okay.
Um,
Dave's dissecting this one. I guess, yeah, I do get that little bit of a burn.
Has
I
like-
feel
has
like
like-
it like that.
has like a little bit more of like a caramel character to it on the back end.
Yeah, you get that? Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you get that. God, I am glad we use stainless steel. That I feel like the stainless just devoids this of any sort of actual aroma. Stuff. Oh, Jonah. Oh, I'm so into drinking all these. Sorry. I know that's a trigger for people. Oh God, that was a legit gag. All right, so it's funny. The first one you said, what you saw. So, spoiler alert. We're about to see that. What do you see for this image?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, you know, from the.
No, I don't know.
Their logo of like the guy and he's going like that. Snowflake.
Oh yeah, here if I do it like this.
Yeah.
There's his head.
Yeah.
Pun intended, I guess.
It's a.
Actually, he looks. I can only see it from the back. From this round, it looks like someone doing like.
It's a starfish.
It is that exactly a starfish. It is very much a starfish. The final mouthfeels.
All right.
What do you see here?
A urinal full of ice.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Those are always fun. You get to see the damage that you're doing.
I think it's like a video game. I'm trying
Yeah.
to melt everything possible with my pee.
It's interactive.
I'm waiting for the steam. Like that's what I want to see. Like even though I don't know. I guess
It's
pee
like
steam is gross. Like
it's like gamification of
gamification of urination.
cherry in the nose.
Yeah. Cherry on the tongue.
It doesn't have a lot of tart to it.
No.
Just,
it's a mild.
or is it cherry or is that raspberry? That could be.
Oh God, you're right. I think that could. Be
I think
raspberry.
that is raspberry.
So this next segment we're calling verbal diarrhea. It's basically a rapid fire questions thing. We're gonna do a few, and then we'll drink another beer, and we'll do another few. You have 5 seconds or less to answer these questions. The punishment we haven't determined yet. So
Single word? Can it be cluster of words?
Yeah. I mean, like, you don't have 5 seconds to like complete your sentence. You have 5 seconds to contemplate and then shit it out.
Okay.
And we haven't thought of punishments. So don't make me do it on the fly because I don't know what I'm gonna come up with right now. It's gonna be bad if it is.
Beer shots of bag beers.
Yeah, I'll just make you suicide whatever you have left in your cups. All right, that's the punishment.
Please, sir. No.
Please, yeah, no more. What makes you want to bash your brewing equipment in with a gigantic wrench?
When days just aren't going the way that you're planning on, and you're falling behind and just not doing good.
So your fresh hop beers, last year for sure. And I don't know if you're doing them again this year, were fresh nugs and fresh buds, correct?
Correct.
How often are you taking pot these days?
Not as often as I used to. I was at Talking Heads last night, or not Talking Heads, David Byrne. He played several Talking Heads songs.
Talking Heads songs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, was that so cool.
This is that great divide, like terroir that I say, like I don't know, man. And I'm not saying this is a diss. Like somehow, some way, I don't know if it's a yeast thing or if it's like, I don't know if a water profile can impart that much like uniqueness to a beer, but like they have a flavor to them that just like it resonates with me. I can taste it. But if you were a wort, what kind of yeast would you let me pitch to your goody goods?
I'm feeling Belgian-y today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Bagged or bottled?
Bagged or bottled? For what?
The hoppiest hop that ever hopped.
Citra.
Hazy or brute IPA?
Hazy.
Okay.
I wish there was a third option in there.
Best beer trend: glitter, pastry, or milkshake?
What's not glitter. I'll just start with that. I'd go milkshake right now. I think that the pastry stouts are extremely interesting.
Dave, thank you for joining us on Mouth Stuff. Your mouth is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Not to be weird.
Okay.
Not to be weird.
I'm surprised you can see it.
I barely can.
Yeah.
I can barely see across the thing from right now when we're talking about after this fine array of shit. It's a wild thing. But yeah. You made it down the gauntlet. Anything else you need to say to our fans and our people? And by say our fans and our people, this is assuming people will watch this episode.
For you 3 people who tuned in today, I appreciate you. We'll see you Joyride real soon.